the first thing you call them to, you invite them towards, be shahadata an la ilaha illallah. La ilaha, the testimony that there's nothing worthy of worship except for Allah. And then the author said, وَفِي رِوَايَةٍ, in another narration, it states, إِلَىٰ أَن يُوَحِّدُوا اللَّهَ, for them to single out Allah alone. For them to what? Single Allah out in worship alone. Allahu Akbar. And this is a beautiful addition by the compiler. May Allah preserve him. May Allah reward him with good and grant him good health and extend his life upon ta'ah, upon obedience. Ameen. This is because he uses hadith to explain hadith. He uses hadith to explain hadith. Shahadata an la ilaha illallah. All Muslims make this statement, but there are many of them who do not understand its meaning. So the author brings another route, the same hadith, but a different transmission, where it mentions a different wording explaining the meaning of La ilaha illallah, so that we understand what is the meaning of La ilaha illallah. Okay? And it is to what? Single out Allah alone for worship. And gathering the chains of hadith, ikhwani wa akhawat, and presenting the different wordings and meanings, this is something essential in order for us to have a full, correct meaning of the hadith in its proper context. In fact, Al-Hafidh ibn Hajar, rahimahullah ta'ala, he did this a lot in his Fath al-Bari, which is the best explanation of Sahih Bukhari. And it's, as some describe it, as being Kitab al-Islam. It is the book of Islam, because it has everything related to Islam within Fath al-Bari. SubhanAllah. He does this a lot. When he explains Sahih Bukhari, he's going to mention other hadith that explains it. Also, Al-Hafidh ibn Rajab, rahimahullah ta'ala, he did the same in his Jami' Ulum wal Hikam and his other works as well. He brings other narrations of the hadith. Also, Al-Iraqi, the child, in the Tathrib, he does this as well in an explanation, and it's always the first benefit, Al-Fa'idah al-Ula. He mentions the other chains for the hadith. Imam Ahmad, rahimahullah ta'ala, he said, Al-Hadithu idha lam tajtami' turuquhu lam tafhamhu. If the hadith, if its routes are not gathered, if all of its routes are not gathered, lam tafhamhu. You haven't understood its meaning. You haven't understood its meaning. Wal hadithu yufassiru ba'dahu ba'da. And hadith, its different routes, explains itself. The hadith explains itself. The hadith and its variations, it explains one another. And Hafiz ibn Hajar, he also mentioned in Fath al-Bari that al-ahadithu idha thabatat wajaba dhammu ba'diha ila ba'd. That whenever the hadith are affirmed, it becomes obligatory for the one who wants to explain hadith to combine them together. فإنها في حكم الحديث الواحد. طيب, they are treated, these ahadith as a whole, they are treated and take the ruling of being one hadith. طيب. So what the author did here, mashallah tabarakallah, is a beautiful effort in explaining what is the meaning of La ilaha illallah through the hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. طيب.